Did you know that Randy Orton single-handedly ruined Kofi Kingston's rise to the top in 2009? Well, over the years, several WWE superstars have used their backstage influence to get their way, causing serious trouble for others. I'm Jeremy, and here are 5 WWE superstars who misused their creative control. Number 5, John Cena refuses to put the Nexus over. In 2010, Nexus entered the WWE as a heel faction and attacked almost every notable WWE superstar, even Mr. McMahon himself. The point was simple. They would beat whoever they needed or wanted to, and quite naturally, they locked horns with the ultimate babyface John Cena. After a series of fights with the C-Nation leader, the Wade Barrett-led faction faced off against 7 of WWE's best talents at SummerSlam. The original plan was for the Nexus to win and Barrett to go over, but Cena changed the plan and finished the match as the sole survivor. Well, that's what the dirt sheets have been reporting since then. The trouble for Nexus didn't end at SummerSlam, as within the next few months, Cena literally joined the group and tore it down from within, even defeating and burying Barrett under several steel chairs at that year's TLC. This decision faced a lot of backlash from fans and even many WWE wrestlers. Did John Cena actually hate Nexus so much? Well, we may never know. Number 4, Randy Orton derails Kofi Kingston's push. In 2009, fans were getting kind of tired seeing John Cena and Randy Orton in the main event. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon decided to breathe some fresh air into this by pushing Kofi Kingston into the mix after being impressed with his promos on Raw. Hence, WWE decided to pitch the Dreadlock Dynamo into a feud with Randy Orton. This was largely successful in the feud, and Kofi's win over the Viper at Survivor Series was really well received with the WWE Universe. But just when things were looking on the up for Kofi, a triple threat match between Kofi, Randy, and Cena put a damper on things. Kofi botched a spot during the match, which left the Viper visibly upset on live television. Randy reportedly shared his disappointment with the WWE higher-ups, which led to Kofi disappearing from the WWE main event scene for nearly a decade. If you remember, this feud was rekindled when Kofi Kingston was the WWE champion in 2019. Number 3, Hulk Hogan one and done. When two heavyweights collide, there are bound to be fireworks. That's what happened when Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels faced off against each other in a legend versus icon match at SummerSlam in 2005. This was supposed to be the beginning of the feud between the two, which would involve Hulkamania running wild at SummerSlam, while the Heartbreak Kid would win the next one. However, Hogan told WWE that he is not fit and won't wrestle any more matches against HBK after the first match. If rumors are to be believed, Hogan didn't want to lose to Shawn Michaels at all. The showstopper was upset about this, and while he didn't have the powers to change the result of their match at SummerSlam, hence he oversold almost every move from Hogan on that night, giving a match which was made for great entertainment. Well, you might call it embarrassing as well. Hogan won, but at what cost? Number 2, Randy Orton gets Mr. Kennedy fired. Before the incident involving Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton's backstage influence was felt by another wrestler. This time, it was Mr. Kennedy who bore the brunt of it. After spending 10 months on the sidelines, Mr. Kennedy returned in a 10-man tag team match in May of 2009 on Monday Night Raw. During this match, Mr. Kennedy botched a belly-to-back suplex on Randy Orton, almost dropping the former world champion on his neck. An angry Randy then told WWE management that he did not want to work with Mr. Kennedy after that, citing him as unsafe in the ring. Believe it or not, within a week of this, Mr. Kennedy was fired. Moral of the story, if you mess things up with the wrong superstar, there are horrifying consequences. Number 1, Roman Reigns cancels a table spot. It is fair to say that the Tribal Chief has achieved an incredible status in WWE that has sometimes come at the expense of others, who consequently are shunned away from the spotlight. One such instance happened in 2020. If you remember at the time, a storyline involving Nia Jax and Lana involved the former putting the latter through the announcer's table whenever they met, which was supposed to continue into Survivor Series. Sensing that this would take the shine away from the table spot in his match against Drew McIntyre, the head of the table managed to convince Mr. McMahon to remove the spot from Nia's match. Nia wasn't very happy about it, but this went on to prove that Roman seemingly does have the power to be acknowledged by WWE management as well. And that's our video for today. If you enjoyed it, like the video, drop a comment, and share it with your friends. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel Wrestle Binge by Sportskeeda.